Hello again and welcome back. In this episode, we take you to India's most famous Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. Stay tuned as we show you the best what this national park can offer and the mind-blowing memories which made this trip special. It was 5:40 in the morning and we were going on our next road trip to Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. This was a long-awaited trip for us with a lot of thought and prep. And with everything working out as planned, we had started our trip. We first dropped our pets at our friends at Pet Sitters in Pune. Wait a minute. Didn't I mention Jirai and Ginny weren't a part of this trip?
What?
Well, it's a national park and pets are not allowed inside. Even if we booked a pet-friendly place, it would be hard for us to go on a safari leaving them behind in a hotel, unattended. All that cleared? Now let's walk you through our road trip real quick. So, the plan for this road trip was to drive from Mumbai to Shirdi for a night via Pune to drop Jirai and Ginny and then drive all the way to Tadoba via the new Maharashtra Samruddhi Mahamarg. Stay there for 2 days with a stopover near Ellora to witness the marvelous ancient caves and carvings. While in the region, checking out the architecture of Daulatabad Fort is inevitable. From there directly home. And if you were wondering, Jirai and Ginny were picked up by our parents to take them to their farm. Now back to our road trip. It was a bit upsetting not having Jirai and Ginny with us on this road trip. But we knew they were in good hands. Stopped for a quick breakfast and then continued our drive. Road trips with Jirai and Ginny are always fun, as you all know. But even when they aren't there, we had a bit of fun of our own. I must say, we were on fire. Soon we had reached Shirdi, visited the Sai Baba temple and spent the rest of the evening exploring the town. The next morning we headed out early, before sunrise. We took the new Maharashtra Samruddhi Mahamarg Expressway.
Yeah. No tractor, no cycle, no pedestrian. And I think no motorcycles either.
Yeah.
No triple riders, nobody coming on the wrong side of the road. The first toll.
It was an excellent drive, covering more than 570 kilometers within a record-breaking 8.5 hours. Just a tip, it can get a bit boring on perfectly straight roads like these. So try not to fall asleep. Take your breaks, listen to music, carry along some munchies, and have conversations as much as possible. We did them all. There are 9 green overpasses and 17 underpasses for wildlife to cross over, which prevents them from getting onto this highway.
And we are there. Sit.
And
Yes.
soon we had entered Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. Orchard Jungle Camp was our stay for the next 3 days. We had booked a package wherein all the meals were included. And I must say, every part of the stay was worth its cost. Since this property is within the natural reserve, it is fenced for extra safety. On arrival, we were greeted with welcome drinks by their lovely staff, who then directed us to our rooms. A bit tired from the long journey, we unpacked our bags and relaxed. In the evening, we explored the property, had dinner, and departed to bed early, as we had an exciting day ahead of us.
I have, but I can't shoot anything.
4 a.m. in the morning, and we were up. Excited for our first safari of the day, we were on our way to Khutwanda gate. Once you get to the gate, you must show your permits at the ticketing window, after which you are allotted a guide and a driver for your safari. The gate timings change based on the season, so make sure to come here early to make the most of it. Booking link for safaris are in the caption below.
बर्ड भी देखते ना तो हम लोग दोनों में ही इंटरेस्टेड हैं बर्ड छोड़ना नहीं
बस सफर एक है.
One thing to note is, due to past tight situations, mobile phones are not allowed on the safari. And all types of camera permits have a charge. Please do not get caught and fined. Usually at the start of the safari, the guide will introduce themselves and talk about the park. It's best at that time to inform them your interests, or else they will only look for tigers, which obviously are in popular demand. For us, we were inclined in seeing birds, other wildlife, and not just the tiger. We had come to enjoy the forest and its small wonders, not to chase the tigers. The Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve is a wildlife sanctuary in Chandrapur district of the state of Maharashtra in India. Created in 1955, it is Maharashtra's oldest and largest national park and one of our favorites too. Our first sighting for the day was the grey jungle fowl, followed by the Indian peafowl.
What is on the road?
We also spotted a group of common langurs enjoying their morning meal. This forest is full of surprises. We were lucky to spot this pack of the Indian wild dogs. Even though they were quite far away from us, we got a good sighting of them.
Steady.
And there she was, our first sighting of the Royal Bengal tiger. I guess this was our lucky day. Or it could be the shirt which I was sporting that day, which brought us more luck. Either way, she was a showstopper. Noticed that this was a tigress who had recently given birth to a few cubs who were waiting for her beyond the dense forest. She moved towards them cautiously, stopping a bit and scanning the region for other predators before she disappeared into the thick.
I think they are red. नहीं spotted deer है.
ये वो देखो
deer भागा. Barking deer. नहीं spotted deer है.
नहीं वो जो भाग रहा है.
Tadoba Tiger Reserve has a varied landscape of dense forest as well as vast water bodies. And this haven has a rich and diverse population of birds and animals found here. I would like to say that one should not only come here to see the mighty tigers, but also must witness the other 90% of the wildlife, which is truly so beautiful. Like this herd of spotted deer which was gazing across this vast landscape. They all rushed away all at once from the cluttered foliage into the open fields, as if there was a predator close by. We waited for a while hoping to spot the action, but there was none. Another species of deer found here in small numbers are barking deer. They are extremely vocal, hence the name barking deer.
Thank you.
We had reached a safe checkpoint where every safari vehicle is registered. This gave us enough time to freshen up. We were audience to a fight of two male Indian grey jungle fowls. Literally a cockfight. We also spotted a massive crocodile resting after a complete meal. Check out its teeth covered in blood. No one dare get close to this bad boy.
Stomach.
इससे बड़ा है, ये तो छोटा है, इससे बड़े बड़े 10-15 फीट तक।
Sneak attack.
As we drove past the forest, we came across this unusually white trees. They are also called ghost trees or bhutia in the local Marathi language. On a full moon night, they illuminate, haunting the passerby. It started to get warm, and our folks at the resort had packed some good breakfast for us, which we ate at a picnic point. We had soon come to the end of our morning safari. This visit was during the month of May, and afternoons tend to get unbearable. We had no choice but to rest it out in our comfy rooms. Post lunch, we were back at the same gate for our evening safari. The afternoon sun forces most of the animals to be in shade, and sometimes near the lakes, like the sambar deer, which was headed towards one of the nearby lakes.
The morning there was no sambar.
What's the eagle?
It was also time for the raptors to come out in the open, like this honey buzzard. One must always be alert and silent as much as possible when on a safari, and look in all directions from your vehicle, or you might miss out on some really rare sightings. Like we almost missed this beautiful male leopard crossing the path which we had just passed.
टाइगर के भालू के नहीं टाइगर के वो ऊपर वाले जो टाइगर के
Tiger
वाले है ना फ्लग दे दिया भालू के
The size.
उससे भी बड़ा है ये.
We decided to wait for a while near a waterhole, hoping to witness some wildlife come out in the open to quench the thirst. But no luck other than a few bird sightings. As I said, the forest always surprises us. At every moment, there is a beautiful story unfolding. Just like this one. Our luck changed when we spotted a young leopard in the bushes. We maintained our distance, trying not to disturb it, but as you can see, unfortunately, not all think the same way.
अरे यार तो बैग तो बैग तो पूरी जो मांगे राहू दे अरे बैठ जाना आगे वाले ओए छोटू खड़े हो जाओ सर। रोड पे खड़ा है।
As the sun had set, we had come to the end of our evening safari. The next morning was a relaxed one. We spent the morning birding on the bridge towards Chandrapur Road near the checkpoint. We had seen some crocs here on our last visit. Obviously, we were very cautious this time. Afterwards, we drove on to Chandrapur Road as it's popular for its spotting wildlife crossings. On our last trip, we visited the very well-made butterfly park. It's a cool place to wander around and experience nature. Be aware, you are not allowed to stop on this road for long period, and heavy fine can be charged. On our last trip to Tadoba in December, we had done a nature walk and also a boat ride, which was equally thrilling. Vadinka spotted a tiger on the edge of the water sitting so peacefully. At first, she misjudged it to be a statue until it turned its head and stared straight at us.
I'm doing that. Oh, he's got up. Look at him.
It was the best moment ever.
Look at him.
Totally unbelievable.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
No, now don't do.
Beautiful.
What can I say? Tadoba forest can be full of surprises, and it never disappoints. When you least expect it, it will surprise you with the extraordinary sightings. putting some of our own photos here for you to enjoy and imagine the thrill behind it. Especially this black panther who came out of nowhere onto the road just for us. It paused and stared at us for a good 5 seconds till it decided to cross the road and disappear into the thick forest.
Orchards. No, red. Orchards. Red orchards.
We were back for lunch and some fun family time followed. The clean, well-kept pool and lounge area is perfect for hot early evenings. The owners of this camp are doing a great job of cultivating the fauna to attract more birds within the boundaries, which we happily clicked walking around. We would like to give a shout out to the owners of Orchard Jungle Camp for their hard work and wonderful hospitality, making our stay really comfortable. Towards the evening, at high tea, we also enjoyed a game of carom.
Hi everyone.
We had a night safari booked the same night, and we drove to Junona gate where the night safari was conducted. We had a lot of time to spare as we had reached a bit early.
I got anchor woman.
600 के कम
वेलकम सर, वेलकम मैम। ताडोबा बब्बर छू में आपका स्वागत है। आज की नाइट पेट्रोलिंग सफारी की गाइड हूँ। मेरा नाम वृंदा है। आप कहाँ से हो मैम?
Our guide mentioned that there was a tiger spotted near the Chandrapur bridge. The bridge was filled with locals, safaris, and tourist vehicles.
गाड्या काहून जात नाहीये? उंची गर्दी आहे, किती लोकांची गर्दी असते.
We realized that it was the same bridge where we were casually birding in the morning. Apparently, the same tiger was sitting on a kill not very far from where we were loitering.
आगे विलेजेस है देवाड़ा, जुनोना, खापरखेड़ा, उड़िया टोला.
A casual conversation with our guide helped us understand the lives of the tribe staying in the forest and how they and the wildlife have a mutual respect for each other's space,
यहाँ पे
and how they tackle the problems of human-wildlife conflict. It was a real eye-opener.
हे जे मचानी दिसते. बोला.
It was our first night safari experience, and it was extremely thrilling to be out there in the wild. Everything was dark and quiet. At a distance, in the fields, we could hear alarm calls of spotted deer signaling a potential threat coming from close by. The calls echoed, traveling far across the landscape. On that note, we leave you with the sound of the wild at night. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for our upcoming videos.